This video is made possible by our loyal Patreon supporters. Visit patreon.com/Psychetruth.
Hey everybody, my name is Tessa. Today I'm going to be working on Courtney. We were talking and she would like some work on her neck and her arms. She can spend like a good bit of time in front of the computer, and that's always good work for people that have desk jobs or that are in front of the computer a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Courtney's neck. I'm not gonna do a lot of detailed work in Courtney's neck today. I'm gonna kind of spread my attention across the, neck and the arms. So the arms and the neck are definitely like very connected. Sometimes I'll start with the arms, sometimes I'll start with the neck. It just kind of depends. Can feel really relaxing if you include some arm work when you're working your way into the neck. And just sliding my hands down the front of the arm and working my way up the back of the neck. And just kind of pressing the shoulders down, creating space in the neck. You can even walk out the shoulders a little bit. It can feel really nice. Starting to slow down that movement upwards as I reach towards the base of the hairline, and just allowing those supportive occipital muscles, suboccipital muscles to relax a little bit. And getting into the neck muscles a little more. Scalenes. And making sure that Courtney's head is supported as I work into her neck. Moving to the other side. Working up and working down the neck. I have an easier time accessing the muscles in the back of the neck with an upward stroke. And I can get into these scalene muscles on the side of the neck with a downward stroke a little better, but you can just find what works for you. If you're working with lotion, I would encourage you to work with lotion that has a good bit of oil in it. It'll just last longer on the skin. And just working my way up the neck, both sides. And I'm going to go ahead and stretch out Courtney's neck a little bit. Just letting her head rest on the table and shaking her head a little bit as I pull. Careful not to pull her hair. If somebody has a desk job, it can feel really nice to scoop up these levators and kind of pinch. So I'm really pressing from behind and working my way up. It can be pretty intense, so I don't really spend a whole lot of time. And working my way into the arms. I'll go ahead and start on the left. First, what I'm doing is exposing the front side of Courtney's arm more. And just applying the lotion before I start with any pressure. I like to get into the shoulder joint a little bit and just encourage that shoulder to roll back instead of forwards. And to kind of open up the front side of that arm, you can just bring the elbow out and start working your way up with the very heel of your hand. Nice consistent pressure. And I'll always do this before I go in with my thumbs. And I'm going to go ahead and get in there a little deeper. So I'm actually pulling my thumbs away from each other just to create more space. Getting into these different muscles. Tricep a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and get into this bicep tendon a little deeper. I'm going to do some active release. So you want the arm at a 90-degree angle, more or less. And I'm going to use Courtney's arm to get into this tendon a little bit, this bicep tendon. I'm not applying maximum pressure right now, it is firm. I'm more feeling where Courtney's bicep tendon is the most tight. And I'm going to start applying a little bit more pressure. Just letting Courtney's arm do the work for me. working my way into the forearm. Getting that lotion on. Definitely gotta include the hand. And using the heel of my hand to work my way up that extensor muscle. This tends to get pretty tight on anyone that types on a keyboard. And just applying consistent pressure as I work my way up. It's a lot easier to work on that extensor if the palm is straight instead of a fist. So just supporting Courtney's hand as I work my way up with my thumb a little more. And if you feel the muscles start to bounce, you might be applying a little too much. You might need to find your way to the muscle a little better. And always doing more detailed work with my thumb. I like to go back and forth between more and less detailed work. And just stretching out the wrist a little bit, pulling in opposite directions before I work my way into the hand. And just walking my fingers across that palm, gently massaging. Can feel really nice if you hold on with one hand and massage with the other. This is a great trigger point for stress, for headaches. Just pressing and working my way up. That forefinger, inside of that forefinger. Just little circles. And walking it out with my hands. I'm going to end with a little stretch for the wrist. And moving on to the opposite arm. I'm going to go ahead and open up this arm a little bit. And just applying the lotion first before applying any pressure. And I really like to work the shoulder joint a little bit, allowing that shoulder to move back more instead of forwards. Rolling forwards. And starting to apply a little bit of pressure with the heel of my hand. And just working my way up this arm. Nice consistent pressure. And I'm going to go in with my thumb. With the intention of creating more space in the bicep tendon and then tricep muscle. And whenever I do active release on clients, I always warm up that area first. And I'm going to start in with this active release, not applying maximum pressure to start. And seeing what's going on in there. Start gradually applying a little bit more pressure and just checking in with myself, seeing how my thumb is feeling. Is that too much?
No, you're fine.
And if there's a spot that feels extra tight, spending a little bit longer there. If you're working on someone that's more active, it's going to be more bound up in here. And moving into the forearm. Making sure that the palm is flat as I work. And just long, consistent strokes. And going in with my thumb. I might do a little bit of trigger point in here if things feel really tight. A few spots. I'm just gonna hold. And with trigger point, I'll hold 5 or 10 seconds. I like to end that forearm work with longer, broader strokes, just covering the whole muscle. And working my way into the hand. Just walking my fingers across the palm. You can do this as fast or as slow as you like. trigger point. And firm, consistent pressure. Doing little circles. And just walking out the fingers to finish this handwork. Really nice thing to do for your friend or client. Just hold on to these two fingers and massage the very outer part of this hand. And I'm going to end with a little wrist traction. Just going to stretch this wrist out a little, and you don't want to pull too much or too little. And that is it for our session today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please visit us again soon.
Many of our subscribers don't see our videos. Make sure that you click the notification bell. And if you haven't already, follow us on social media for tips, tutorials, giveaways, and daily inspiration.
We have over 1,000 videos on Psychetruthpatrons.com, including our premium massage series, extended fashion haul modeling, ASMR massage and back tickling, behind the scenes, and more. Visit Psychetruthpatrons.com today. Our Patreon supporters also gain automatic access to Psychetruthpatrons.com with new exclusive videos each week and over 1,000 videos available now. Click the Patreon symbol in the middle of the screen.